Boy, now you make me float. Boy, really give me.
Hey guys, so this is part 1 of how to practice self-awareness. We're talking about how you win against yourself every single time because you are your only competition. In my other video, I talked about it, and I was going to tell you in this video how I practice self-awareness in your everyday life so you can do it too.
I've been in those self-aware, catch yourself's unhelpful habits, and make better decisions that
Knowing this
can help you create a plan to maximize your strength and improving your weaknesses.
If you didn't watch that video, go watch the video before this. The link to the last video is going to be in the description. So please go watch that last video so you can hop in this video and understand what's going on. Now let's get started with the video. Now, when talking about self-awareness, most people think self-awareness is about knowing your strengths and weaknesses. Most people believe they're already self-aware because they can acknowledge when they're right or wrong. That surface level idea is why people do not grow, and they will never see real progress. You might be stuck because you're treating self-awareness as a checklist when it's really a lifestyle. Some people believe that self-awareness is something that just comes with them, like that's something that they're born with. No, rather than a skill that you have to gain. This is why people don't prioritize it, because they think they already have it. So they think they're already doing it when they're not. This is the common misconception of self-awareness. They think it's just criticism, and they confuse it with that. That's why people avoid it altogether. They think it's only for big decisions, not realizing how relevant it is for day-to-day decisions. Yeah, this is not like something you do sometimes. It's an everyday thing. It's a skill. To get a skill, you have to work on it constantly. You have to build on that every single day. They think it's only knowing your personality. People might fear self-awareness because they believe it's something more wrong with them. Like, I'm going to find more problems about myself that I didn't want to find out. Why wouldn't you want to? Even if that was the case, why wouldn't you want to find those things out so you can be a better person, so you can elevate yourself? Finding out more flaws about yourself is not necessarily a bad thing. A lot of people have flaws. A lot of people have a lot of flaws. I have flaws. Your neighbor has flaws. Everybody in the world has flaws. You being scared is not going to make you no progress nowhere for anything. And that goes for anything. If you're scared to fix yourself, you're going to be scared to do anything else in life. And you're not going to get nowhere. That's how that is. And if you think it's too time consuming, didn't you just sit down for 2 hours watching TikTok? Wasn't you just scrolling on Instagram for like an hour? But you, out of everything, you don't want to spend that time working on yourself? Don't make me mad. Cause what do you mean? Out of everything, you want to give your energy and your time to everything else, but not yourself. We're not gonna do that no more. The same amount of time you spend on TikTok and on your phone, it's the same amount of time you need to put in yourself, plus 10. So that need to stop immediately. The truth about self-awareness is not about just knowing yourself. It's about knowing how to observe your thoughts and patterns without judgment. And this first video is telling you how to observe your thoughts and patterns with journaling. When you journal, it's for reflection. When I end my night, I'm journaling how my next day is going to be. When my day is over, I'll write prompts about what I learned, things I want to focus on or improve the next day. This is what to do when you're writing your prompts. Write down your thoughts, feelings, and experiences. Here's some questions that I ask myself, some prompts that I use. What did I do better than yesterday than I did today? What did I do today that I did better yesterday? List all the times that you was upset and why you was upset. What could I improve tomorrow? When you list the times that you got upset, what about that made you upset? What is one thing you learned about yourself today? And what is one thing that you learned in general that day? Write anything you learned that day. It doesn't matter. You can either type it or write it. Me personally, I like typing things because I don't like to hold a lot of paper over time. If you're a person that likes typing things too, I'm going to have a link below with those prompts that I just listed so you can fill those out every day, and you can add whatever prompts you would like to it. And that will be in the description below. I review the day that I'm currently on and reflect the day before. When I'm journaling, sometimes my prompts stay the same and sometimes it changes depending on what I'm feeling that day and what's going on. We're only focused on relevant stuff, things that you can control, things that you can work on. You can't control or work on anybody else that's not yourself. You can't. So there's no point of you, oh, I don't like how because you're just wasting your time. It's not gonna solve any problems that you have in life at all. So what's the point? I analyze how I feel when something is done instead of telling a story. Because the goal is to be our best self every single day, not to figure out why Rebecca said anything about you. This is not reflected on issues or getting back in your feelings, because we don't got time for that. We don't got time for boo-hoo crying again. No. When you journal in a story-like manner, it kind of keeps you in that childlike mindset. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. When you trying to get things done and really make some changes in yourself, it takes a while. We don't have time to make unnecessary steps that we know is not going to help us or benefit us at all. It doesn't fully address the importance of self-awareness when you're trying to align it with your goals. When you gain a skill, you're gaining that skill for a purpose. You have to have a purpose when you're being self-aware, trying to be more self-aware. It should be tied to a goal. Without a clear goal, self-awareness can be aimless. And you would just feel like, okay, what am I doing this for at the end of the day? And over time, you're going to be like, I don't got to do that. When you don't have a goal for being self-aware, you slack off. You start to get those habits when you wasn't self-aware. You're going to find yourself back to where you was, and you got to do this all over again. And that's why people don't do it at all. Like, that's what I was saying. People don't do it at all because they don't consistently do it, and they find themselves right here and they back down here. It's just a cycle that's going to repeat. And if you don't know what that goal should be, you should align it to whatever you want to do in life, or anything that you want to achieve, whether that's mentally, physically, with your diet, with your habits, anything you got going on in life. Find a reason why you're being self-aware. Don't just, I need to be more self-aware. I'm like, okay, I need to be self-aware because it's going to get me to this goal, and it's going to help me and benefit me while I'm there. And that's going to overall help me with this. And the simple goal can just be, oh, I just want to be mindful of what I say, or how I treat people, or how I control my feelings. I want to be more self-aware because I want to be more in tune with my feelings and such and such. That can be a goal. It don't have to be something crazy. That's just a goal. Just like gonna let things slide because you don't have a goal to get anywhere, to do anything. And you're gonna see that it becomes true once you try to do it without a goal. Go ahead, do it. Just do it. Okay, be self-aware. All right, cool. That's all I have for this video. Thank you for watching this video. Like, subscribe, and tune into my next video to see part 2 of how to practice self-awareness with practicing mindfulness. All right, thanks guys.